going a place. I really am. And I was thinking about something that I was talking to my reset butterflies this morning about, and that was how in your life, which I'm going to be elaborating on this because my bestest buddy Karen was speaking about how really do you come to the terms of, you've raised this is another topic, but you've raised your family, you've raised your hubby, you have self-sacrificed so long that guess what? You don't even remember you're a dang person. You don't even remember what you were before all that, and not that you didn't want to do that, but at the same time, how do you reinvent yourself? How do you show yourself self-love? Right? But that's not the talk tonight. That's another day. So anyway, I was thinking about this, how it's like we're constantly in our life, what we do? We consume. And I'm not talking about consuming stuff. I'm not talking about whether you're a minimalistic person like me or not, or what. What I'm talking about is consuming. For example, what is it you want to learn and know? Okay, you want to learn to eat a low-fat, raw vegan diet. You want to learn to make raw crackers on low-fat, low-down, right? You want to learn dressings. You want to get easy recipes. You want to learn self-love. You're learning all these things. You're consuming, and you're like, well, if I just knew all the things about this, then I could do it. If I just had the best dehydrator, and then guess what? No, scratch that. Let me have the better one. And then if I just had a high-speed blender, okay, and if I just had the Vitamix, and then scratch that, I got to have the new one. Then I got to have the Vitamix that it somehow attaches to your Bluetooth. Can you not get up off the couch and turn the Vitamix on? If you are having to sit there and control the Vitamix from your phone, might I suggest you get up off your hiney? But that's not the point. Ascend, I think it's called. But you know how that is. Everything wants to add technology because we think it adds value, but it really doesn't. It just adds noise into your dang life. So anyway, you got to have all these things. You got to have all the TannyRaw books, and I want you to have those. I really do. But okay, so you've got them already. You want to have all the whatever it is you're trying to consume. You're wanting to consume knowledge. If you only had the knowledge, then you could do it. If you only had all of then you could do it. Right? If you only were waiting on you, all your family's going to be supportive, and then you can do it. Your kids are all going to do right, and then you're going to do it. Your kids are going to grow up, and they're going to leave the nest, and then you can do it because you're free. Friends, if you're a good mom, you're always a mom. It ain't ever over. You know what I mean? And thank gosh for that. Right? Because that's been the biggest joy in my life, raising my 2 children. And I wouldn't change a moment of it. And so many people now are so, don't bring kids into this world, or all these different things. All people hating on being a parent, It's been the greatest joy and love of my life. It's been the greatest, I usually don't say the word blessing, but that has been my children. The ups and downs and the highs and lows. And seeing them grow and still seeing them grow some more, And anyway, so, but you think if you had all these things, if you had the knowledge, then you'll get started, right? But guess what? Or you're going to wait till you feel motivated to do it. Motivation is a load of crap. I could be giving you a speech like I'm dang Tony Robbins, and you could be like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. And then the next morning you feel sucky and your motivation's gone and you don't do it because motivation don't work. You know what works? A plan, and working your plan. Showing up for your plan. Okay? But here's another thing. Don't wait till you feel like doing it to do it. Do it so you feel like it. Don't wait till you feel like you're motivated to do your plan. Do your plan so you feel motivated. Because you know what's going to motivate you? Some hardcore results, that's what. You know what's going to motivate you? These things become overcoming your ritualistic patterns so that you're no longer driven around by toxic thoughts, chemicals, actions, doping yourself down, but you can actually come to the realization that your life is beautiful and you can start having gratitude for every moment of your life because you feel good. You can change your world, and then your light will change others. And who don't want that? But we think if we only had all these things, right? I'm going to get started when there is so much noise in this world, and you can no longer get full of thinking you've consumed enough knowledge that you could actually do something about it, that you could actually create content, create your life, and not consume. Stop consuming and start creating. Create your life. Quit watching everybody else who's creating theirs. Because what you're watching may not even be true, right? What if you did that? What if you actually did it? You can no longer be thinking you're full of gathering this knowledge, and you have the know-how, and you've been watching, and you got the tools, and you got, okay, and then guess what happens? Ding, 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 ding. Something shiny comes by. Oh. And then you got to consume that knowledge. And then, well, you notice that, I don't know, for example, Brian Tracy is a great motivational speaker that I love. Or Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart. Or Teal Swan talking to you about why the heck your emotional state is what it is. She rocks too. All these people, okay? Veronica Keystone, she's another good one. All these people, okay? And then you can think, well, Brian Tracy, let me watch all his stuff. And then ding, 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 let me watch Veronica. Ding, 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 ding. You never get started. Do you realize that 2 years ago, the statistics were that in 1 week, I hope you're sitting down for this. This was 2 years ago. Now imagine, think about how much more noisy the world has gotten in the last 2 years, right? So look, 2 years ago, within 1 week of time, we bring more hyper blah, 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 into our brains than our ancestors did in a lifetime. And we wonder why we can't think and come up with a dang decision. We're overloaded, friends. You know? Cut down some of the crap. People on your social media feed that feed you garbage, cut them out of your life. Okay? They'll get over it if they even notice it. Right? So, that's not serving you. If that's not sparking love in your life, it doesn't belong there. How about that? So I'm just saying, instead of constantly consuming, start creating. And I feel like, I know this in my heart, when you start content creating your life, meaning putting these things that you want into action and into play, it's time to play. The time for being on the sideline and watching is over, baby. It's time to play. Game on. Bringing my A game. Huh? So anyway, y'all are wondering where I'm going because you see I have on my blusher, don't you? And my fabulous, I know these nails are fabulous. This is Mineral Fusion Polish, and I polish these myself. Look, and they're on point. Anyway, so I'm just saying, you know what makes you feel alive? Content creating. When you've got something going on in your life, you got some deadlines, you got some goals. You're manifesting magic. Manifesting magic. By sitting around saying, let the magic happen, let the magic happen, let the magic happen. Is the magic happening? No. By getting a plan that is going to put you on track other side, she had her vision board. And she also, the day before that, was showing us how she went out to a restaurant with a friend of hers, took her own dressing. She was picturing up this food, and I was like, dang, that's how you do it, girl. And you know what? She's excited because she's done consuming and she's on with the creating. Stop consuming. You know. And even if you don't know it all, fake it till you make it and learn as you go, because we're always going to grow every day. You're not done. You're never done. Am I done with my diet? Is TannyRaw done with her TannyRaw raw vegan low fat extravaganza diet? No. It's my lifestyle. And now that I'm here on the other side, where true health lives, where the road to getting here is narrow, a few will follow, but oh friends, those who do, on this side it's freedom. And the same things I did to get me here are the same things I will continue to do to keep me here. And it's a beautiful thing, you know? So are you in the midst of, you could be consuming material, and I know people doing this, and I've watched myself doing it over these last few years of dating, watching myself falling into the same patterns, and watching like dating coaches and relationship coaches and emotional healing seminars where I'm trying to think, why do I have a poverty mentality? Why do I feel like I don't deserve love? I don't feel like that now, but I realize that I used to. I don't deserve the crumbs. I deserve and expect the first slice, the big slice, that the frosting isn't dented. That's my piece. Right? But over that time, consuming, and now I'm creating. And it's not always easy, because you know what? It feels like it's difficult, right? Does anybody know what it is? It's not really difficult. Does anybody know? I'm gonna look and see if y'all know. It's not difficult. It's just does anybody know? It's just different. Who said that? Who's your herbivore? Jill, y'all actually hearing a word I said in this world. That makes me happy that somebody listened to me and remembered what I said and came back to listen again and found value in my words. It means a lot to me, because sometimes I don't even remember the question, but you know what the answer is?